leaves, that sort of thing. If anybody's interested, feel free to stop me at the end of the meeting. I do have the website for them. I would give it to you, but not everybody has a pen and pencil with them, but I'd be happy to get to you if you're attending on Saturday. They do ask that you do register because space is limited where they're hosting the event. Two things on just personal for myself. Just last week I attended the Association of Towns Finance School, which I'm sure will help out with some of this ambulance workings that I have to work with, but learn about moving money between allocating money between funds, bookkeeping. The next school that I have coming up will be June 5th to the 8th over in Ithaca, which is a highway school, which hopefully I can help out with Bob when it comes to contract time and understanding some of his processes better. And that is all I have.
Thank you, Councilman. Again, Supervisor Ballo, unfortunately, was called away as some job commitments with his full-time job. As probably most everybody here is aware, this is a part-time job for us. We are employed pretty much full-time in our own businesses or otherwise. And unfortunately, today his other job called him away just prior to today's meeting. So he does apologize. He's here in spirit. For the town-wise, we've received actually a very nice letter from Lucille Genzel, who's the secretary of the Maplewood Cemetery Association, dated May 11th, 2016, to the Boston Town Board. Dear Town Board members, the Maplewood Cemetery Association held its annual meeting for all members and lot owners on May 7th, 2016. At that time, it was noted that the association greatly appreciates the services that the town provides for us, allowing us to use copy machines for burial records, ownership deeds, and the mailing notice of the annual meeting for lot owners of the association greatly reduces our expenditures to commercial copy store prices. The Highway Superintendent Telag and his crew plow the cemetery driveway, pick up a considerable leaf piles, remove excess fill from our grave sites in a timely and courteous manner, as well as the use of the town dumpster for disposal of trash picked up from the cemetery grounds. The assistance results in significant savings to the Cemetery Association's funds, and we are ever grateful for your approval of these services. Signed again sincerely, Lucille Genzel, the Secretary of the Maplewood Cemetery. This is the cemetery immediately across the street from Town Hall here. They do a tremendous job. We try to help out as much as we can. A big thanks, obviously, to Bob and your staff, your parks crew, your highway crew for all the work that's done over there. This is a service we provide to, in part, keep them solvent. New York State law provides that, unfortunately, if the cemetery were to go insolvent, the town has an absolute obligation to take it over. So a little bit now is going to save us from long expenditures in the future. With respect to some other issues in town here, there is our website's a thing in the works, okay? The town offices, the town supervisor's office went through and made sure that all of the residents and everybody that was interested in receiving the applications for summer rec and anyone that was enrolled in the program previously were actually mailed copies of the application. So the summer rec applications went out in a timely fashion so those folks could get that information in here, because the website itself is currently not very functionable. We have noticed there is another website out there. I'd like to thank whoever did it. They're not taking credit for that. Boston/New York. It's kind of a nonpartisan little website that's floating around out there. It's got some pretty pictures on it, some basic information. It's not an official town website. You really can't access town functions and things on there, but it does provide some valuable information, so it's nice to see that out there. It's nice to see somebody actually taking the time to do something good for town. With respect to the ZBA, and Mr. Little, we did talk earlier today, and I talked to Kathy also, and Councilman Genzel touched on this. The key issue there that's become a problem is the lack of volunteers. The Zoning Board of Appeals, unfortunately, is a town function that is mandated by New York State law. We have a functioning ZBA in town. This is the place where people go to when they want to do something a little slightly outside of our code. They have to get permission. In the last 24 hours, have learned more about the ZBA than I possibly ever thought was out there. But unfortunately, the town board cannot sit in the seat of the ZBA, because that's actually what I was looking for. I was looking for a way to approve your application for us to do it. Unfortunately, what happens is if our own ZBA can't do it in a timely fashion, unfortunately, we have to push it off to the county. That is the last place where we want local issues to end up, is down at the RAT building. don't want it to happen. The best way to solve that problem, I have all my faith and trust in Mr. Giacomo, that you do pull a meeting together the next week here and get this done for you. But key is more volunteers. We can get a couple of people to step up. It doesn't have to be anyone sitting in this room. And as I look out, there are people in this room that have volunteered and been on different other boards in this town. So I know the commitment that's involved. But if you could find someone, talk to a neighbor, talk to a friend, find people that are new to town and want to get them interested in something like that, have them contact the supervisor's office. That's the best place to go for accurate information about what's going on in this town and how we can help. But the summer rec applications are out there. We're getting those back. I'm understanding. I did see Tony earlier. I'm not quite sure where he went. Tony is our rec director. Unfortunately, we received a complaint emanating from a phone call that was questioning some issues about summer rec. They were apparently greeted with some bad information, actually bad-mouthing Tony somehow in the rec department and being related to people, things like that, and wholly inappropriate, things like that. If they happen in this town, we'd like to hear about it. We are kind of keeping track. It's unfortunately been happening quite often lately. This board sits here. We are seated here to do the kind of things that we try to do tonight. Our function, our primary function, we're going to keep your taxes low. We're going to extinguish the debt. The prior administration rolled up tremendous amounts of debt. Spend it, spend it, spend it, pay for it later. Well, we paid for it. We took care of that. That's all gone. The EMS, the debt, the highways, the roads, these kind of things. That's what we sit up here for. That's what we like taking care of. That's what we would rather do. Any other little sideshows? No thanks. That's a waste of our time. But I have nothing else. At this point, make a motion, we adjourn.
I have one more comment. before-
Second.
Thank you.
I
I'd
just
ask that you
wanted
call
to.
roll.
I'm,
Done is what you want.
well, I'm not. I just want to thank my
Gentlemen, the meeting is
deputy here
over.
that is sitting up here tonight volunteering her time to learn the job of deputy town clerk. So thank you, Nicole, tonight for being here. And I guess the meeting is closed.